Nakuru County is one of our strategic food baskets. Last year, the county produced 2.4 million 90 kg bags of maize, 0.57 million 90 kg bags of beans, 10.21 million 50 kg bags of potatoes, and 0.87 million 90 kg bags of wheat. This year, the county projects to produce 2.95 million 90 kg bags of maize, 0.06 million 90 kg bags of beans, another 0.06 million 50 kg bags of potatoes. In the livestock subsector, the county produced 309 million kilograms of milk, worth 13.6 billion Kenya shillings, 7.4 million kilograms of beef, worth Kenya shillings 3 billion, 3.8 million trays of eggs, worth 1.3 billion Kenya shillings, among others. By June last year, the population of the county's dairy cattle was estimated at 381,600 heads, and milk production was valued at 11.7 billion Kenya shillings. Apart from food crops, this county is a leading producer of pyrethrum in the Republic of Kenya. A total of 442,000 kilograms of dry flowers were produced in Nakuru against a national production of 900,000 kg, representing 47% of the total deliveries in the country. To rejuvenate the pyrethrum industry, the government launched the Pyrethrum Revitalization Program to increase acreage from 2,500 to more than 6,000 acres. This program has invested in research and development activities to support the industry through high-yielding and disease-resistant pyrethrum varieties. This is besides strengthening market linkages and creating opportunities for farmers. The agriculture sector directly contributes 22% to our gross domestic product and 27% indirectly through linkages with other sectors. It employs about 40% of our population, most of whom are in the rural areas. That is why the Kenya Kwanza administration, under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, is strategically focused on strengthening the sector to increase income for farmers through production, value addition, and agro-processing. It also feeds into the manufacturing pillar of our plan. Technology and innovation are hardy in our strategic actions of elevating the small-scale farmer from production for consumption to commercial agriculture all year round. We hold the Nakuru National Agricultural Show Edition under the theme Promoting Climate-Smart Agriculture and Trade Initiatives for Sustainable Economic Growth. It is an apt theme as the country emerges from one of the longest droughts in 4 decades, an indicator of climate change. Our farmer, whose hard work feeds the nation, was negatively affected as their investment in crops and livestock diminished due to the absence of rain. While we lost more than 2.5 million livestock and wildlife, the crop farmers suffered immensely as more than 4.3 million people faced starvation. The impact was more because, to a large extent, most of our farmers depend on rain. The annual rate of bringing more land under irrigation remains at about 3.29%. The highly unpredictable rain across the country stifled food security, threatening our survival and the very existence of our republic. The country relied on importation, which is not only expensive, but also negatively impacts our economy in, among other ways, depreciating our forex reserves and denying our farmers income. It is against this background that I underscore the theme of this year's show in promoting climate-smart agriculture for food security and building back better our economy. Indeed, innovation and technology for climate-smart agriculture is the answer to winning us of rain-fed production and beating environmental uncertainties to feed our people and develop our nation as underpinned by Vision 2030. The leather value chain development is earmarked to reduce importation of products, especially shoes. In this regard, 350 million Kenya shillings has been allocated in the 2023-2024 financial year budget for development of the leather industrial park at Kenani in Machakos County. A further 132 million Kenya shillings has been set aside for leather value chain development across the country. Distinguished farmers, exhibitors, and guests, the RUTO administration is alive to the fact that the cost of living is high. While short-term measures like allowing for importation of duty-free maize have been taken to bring it down, we encourage farmers to infuse technology and innovation into the animal and crop husbandry to improve production. This will be fed into our long-term strategies like the fertilizer subsidizing program, which availed 3.1 million bags at Kenya shillings 3,500 for a 50 kg bag last year. This year, over 3 million 50 kg bags of fertilizer have been redeemed by 500,000 farmers through an e-voucher system. We project to produce 41.2 million 90 kg bags of maize in this year's long range, representing a 31% increase from last year. With the expected bumper harvest, technology also comes in to help us minimize post-harvest losses. As part of preparations, county governments are requested to support farmers, especially in drying of maize and other cereals to the required moisture content. We ask the National Cereals and Produce Board to ensure adequate space under the warehouse receipt system and enhance the drying capacity. Distinguished farmers, exhibitors, and guests, to improve livestock production, the government has allocated 3.7 billion Kenya shillings to de-risking, inclusion, and value enhancement of pastoral economies program and an extra 2.1 billion Kenya shillings for livestock value chain support project. We have also set aside 1.5 billion Kenya shillings for Kenya Livestock Commercialization Program, in addition to 135 million Kenya shillings for the establishment of the liquid nitrogen plant, among others. The de-risking, inclusion, and value enhancement of pastoral economies program also received a major boost as we officially launched yesterday a Kenya shillings 15.9 billion project for our livestock farmers, supported by the World Bank and other stakeholders. Some of our priority areas of focus include enhancing productivity in the edible oils, rice, cotton, tea, coffee, pyrethrum, beef, leather, and the dairy value chains. Increased production is one of the ways of reducing the cost of living in the long term, while cutting down expenditure in imports. For instance, our investment in cotton will reduce fabric importation by 50% and increase export to 150 billion Kenya shillings by the year 2027. On the other hand, we export up to 95% of our tea without value addition. Due to its high quality, our tea is used to blend other teas around the world to improve their quality. We want to increase value addition of our tea to 50% by the year 2027. In this regard, plans are underway for establishment of a common user facility at Dogo Kudu Special Economic Zone in Mombasa County. Furthermore, we are increasing coffee productivity from 2 kg to an average of 25 kg per coffee tree by the year 2027 under the coffee revitalization program as we modernize 72 factories across the country. As part of our commitment to putting more money into the pocket of the farmer, we are carrying out radical reforms in the tea, coffee, and dairy subsectors. We have already held separate consultations with key stakeholders in the coffee and tea subsectors for inclusive and sustainable reforms. Plans for the Dairy Subsector Stakeholders Summit to be held here in the city of Nakuru are underway.